Thank you. As Jose said, I'm Sergeant Justin Ramsey, RAMSAY, with the Glendale Police Department Public Information Office. August 26th, 2026, at about 5:45 p.m., our officers from the Violent Crime Impact Team were doing a crime suppression in the area of 51st Avenue and Maryland. At about that time, they noticed our suspect, 36-year-old David Melendez, acting suspiciously in the intersection. In fact, at one point, he was almost struck by a vehicle. Two of our officers attempted to contact Mr. Melendez, who immediately fled on foot. He was pursued on foot to a nearby home where he jumped over the front yard fence and began violently banging on the door, screaming, "Let me in." Mr. Melendez was let in to the home by who we later determined were his parents. Officers responded to back up these two police officers and had some further information. We do have an extensive criminal history with Mr. Melendez to include some violent charges, weapons misconduct, burglary, and a multitude of drug offenses. Mr. Melendez was also found to have 5 active and outstanding felony warrants through Maricopa County. These were confirmed. And it was also determined that he is actively on probation. As he was jumping over the front yard fence, Mr. Melendez also dumped a backpack that he was wearing, and we later found narcotics and paraphernalia in that backpack. Our officers did everything that they could do to ensure the safety of our community. We opted to surround that home, clear neighboring backyards and residences to ensure that neighbors were in fact safe and secure. And we attempted to use our vehicle's public address systems to call Mr. Melendez from the house. At one point, he did exit the home and used his parents in front of him to shelter him from the police. Officers deployed a pepper ball round, which struck Mr. Melendez, did not cause injury, and he immediately retreated inside the home where he locked the front door. We did speak with the parents, who again confirmed that was David Melendez inside. He is sometimes allowed to be inside, but granted us permission to the home. There were 2 members of the Glendale Police Department SWAT team already on scene, and they opted to call more members of the Glendale SWAT team to respond and help us get Mr. Melendez out of that home. Again, with the violent history and the weapons charges Mr. Melendez does have on his record, we opted to take this safely and do everything we could to ensure the safety again of our community and make sure that we operated in a manner that our community would respect and the service that they deserve. We did attempt to call Mr. Melendez from the house. He refused. At one point, we did deploy a diversionary device, a flashbang, which is a non-lethal device used to create a flash and a loud sound and draw someone's attention. Mr. Melendez did not surrender to police, and a small SWAT team ready to deploy and clear that house. We did breach 2 windows of the home only to deploy drones, and were unable to locate Mr. Melendez inside the home with those drones. The small team did make entry into the home at the request and permission of Mr. Melendez's parents, the residents of that house. He was immediately located and had wedged himself in a small closet behind a water heater. It was difficult to get him out, but we did remove Mr. Melendez from behind the water heater, secured him, took him into custody, and booked him into the Maricopa County Jail without further incident. I can take questions at this point.
What charges is he facing now?
So we have 2 charges, obstruction, and we did locate drugs and drug paraphernalia in his backpack, as well as the felony warrants. Those felony warrants date back all the way to 2023. And they are all probation violations. Good. All right. Well, thank you for your time.